25.5, motion on the board, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Done.
Take a point of order again.
Alright,
Now, the city manager's portion, probably action, either increase it or leave it the same.
let's talk about this. I'll make a motion, somebody needs to make, let's do it. Go ahead and make a motion that we leave ordinance 749, which is the salary of the manager as is.
I'll make a motion then that we leave
Manager's
ordinance 749, and the city manager's salary is the same as it is now.
Jim,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Done. All right, now we're at the clerk. Set ordinance 750. Salary presently is $48,000 a year.
They ought to increase to like what we did, $1,000.
How much? 25? Who?
No, he said 1,000,
1,000 like what we gave all our department heads.
but that she's an elected official.
Well, she's on a salary, but still,
Right.
it's, increase it to basically either 50 or 49,000. I think it'll be on less one.
Yeah, it'll be less than the mayor.
All right, so you got the mayor's total salary now at 52.5. Hers is 48.
They increased to 49.
We ain't gonna move.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
There a motion?
I'm making a motion. We're increasing it to $1,000 on the year. Ordinance 750.
Makes it 49,000, correct?
Yes,
As,
July 1, or January 1.
January 120. I got a motion, you second. Doug, you second.
Second,
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
That was done. City council. I am not in favor of raising this whatsoever.
I don't either.
I agree.
Okay, now, the suggestion has been made that in lieu of a raise, the council members get a raise, if you will, a salary of, a payment of $25 per committee meeting that they are interrupted. We hope that it will get involved. I mean, I personally, I say we can.
I'd say just leave the city council as is.
I want $35.
I should say something, I'll leave it.
Well, okay, I'll have to agree with you all then.
All right, no change on ordinance 751, which is council, is that correct?
Correct.
Yes,
Make a motion, please. What?
nothing, I'm talking myself.
I make a motion on ordinance 751 that we leave the $100 for each city council meeting, stay the same.
Second,
No changes in the order.
right.
All in favor?
Who brought up the $25 per committee?
I did.
Okay, I just curious.
Oh, what's his head?
I thought somebody on the council brought it up.
I was one of them.
Okay.
Okay, 752.
Wait, back up, that's the wrong ordinance number 752 is the one we were just speaking of. 751 is, compensation for the president of council. Again, I see no changes there. Is that correct?
I'm staying correct too.
All right, I'd like to have a motion that there be no changes to ordinance 751.
Make a motion in ordinance 751 for, council president to stay as is $125 per meeting.
Doug, you got that 751 and 752?
No, I'm behind. I'll catch up in a second after we get finished discussing all this stuff.
751, 752, no changes.
Okay,
All right.
I didn't wear my dress today and I can't walk right past it.
All right, the next two ordinances, 781 is,
Raise for the,
what is it?
We just did those.
yeah,
781 is from last year, giving the employees
Yeah,
a raise.
789 is one here.
flywheel.
789 is was on the first reading at the last council meeting.
Yeah, that's where they added the firefighter on the raises. What's 781 for? You said that was last
Well,
year?
781 was the blanket ordinance that we were given at the last council meeting, which I
Oh,
said
it
that we
changed.
really couldn't do that.
Okay.
Now, my question is, there are ordinances which I do not have for building inspector, public works, parks and recreation. I didn't receive that.
Okay, last year, in July of 2019, we, council passed 781,
Correct.
which
Gave a blanket coverage.
it listed all the various department heads. And when we did that last year, we talked with Steve, and he said, you don't have to do a separate ordinance for every single,
Department head.
every department head. You can have an ordinance that just,
So they have those
Deals with-
ordinances been discarded out of the ordinance book?
pardon?
Those ordinances.
They're in the ordinance book, but they're not codified in our
Yeah, I know. I don't
big book. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, those are not actually put into the,
What is
Part-time
the
book.
salary of the building inspector?
building inspector salary, I do not know.
it's like 42 or 43, something like that. I can tell you in just a second.
And we haven't had one for the parks recreation.
Well, you got one last year with everybody else.
What I'm saying is we had that one for 7 years. The department head of park recreation.
Oh, department head, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know how that's working.
Well, so far it's worked out pretty daggone good.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's just been disregarded and it just went on with Bud.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about the title here, well, that's what we're
Right.
speaking of, the title, okay?
Yeah.
Who's in there, I don't know, we'll worry about that. The compensation then, as I'm being told, you all heard, we don't need ordinances, they're disregarding the ordinances. So the way it was presented at the last council meeting, the hourly employees and the salary employee department heads, we can go with those as they are written. Okay, the problem I have is predominantly, police department, fire department have union contracts. Now, even though verbally, fire department says, yeah, it's fine, the city says, yeah, it's fine, until you put something in writing, you're violating the contract. When the contract states in there, in writing, that everybody will be compensated, blah, 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 blah. Both sides signed off, correct?
And that's on a 4-year term, right?
Yeah. So what I'm proposing is, and again, this is my opinion, since we got others straightened out, I think, is that we amend the union contracts on salaries only to reflect what we are proposing.
And that has to go back to them for their,
Go back to them,
you're right, it has to be put in there someplace.
yeah, I mean,
Because if not, we're nullifying the contract.
that's what I'm saying. You
Right.
You got it in writing, you got an agreement in writing, and even though both sides say, yeah, well, I want to change it, that's a violation of what's in writing. So if we amend the contract, now we can amend the contract and make it retroactive back to October, whatever we started, October 4th, but we've got to get something in writing. Do you not agree?
Yeah,
Yeah, but they all voted, I mean, the police department and fire department voted, they all take it straight 30 cents across the board, and they were all fine.
Yeah,
with it.
but
That's
The
all
actual-
fine and dandy, but.
The actual contract says that we will negotiate with them on salary every year. That doesn't amend the contract, it just says we will negotiate a salary change. Now, we can either give them a salary change between contract negotiations or not give them one,
But if we do give them one, we gotta put it in writing.
which is what the ordinance,
Contract.
which is what the ordinance does.
No, this
I will have the
ordinance
fire
doesn't-
department-
this ordinance has nothing to do with the actual contract. I mean, it just simply says that the police and fire and city have said that they'll take it. What we need is something to go with the contract.
Okay, and we get the, negotiation committee to get something signed by the police and the fire before council meeting.
Yeah, just write up something that,
Approving
agree to the changes.
Approving the 30-cent.
Change the wording
across the
in the
board.
contract, yes. Change that wording in the contract, that's what I wanna hear.
and the $1,000.
Yeah, just whatever, the changes that's in.
Yeah. That's all we need. I just don't wanna see us.
So you can add two and it doesn't do anything, right? Every year.
Well, as long as it says in there that you can.
That's what I said.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the only, that was a big thing that I had to do.
You want it in writing?
This is basically what we did last year.
There was nothing, I don't know why. Didn't
I mean, we'll get it-
last year.
We'll get something in writing from both of them.
Yeah, I mean, again, I have no problem with it. If we have the money, give it to them for goodness sake.
Right.
But I don't want somebody to come down the road in a year or so and I can visualize a couple people this could happen to, and they come back and say, whoa, the city violated the contract, they gave us money, it's not in writing here.
Then take the money back.
Yeah, see, you do that.
Okay, the salary of the building inspector is 43,500.
43, I make it like 44, 5. Okay?
He's a department. Is he considered a department head?
Yes,
Yes,
Well, he gets $1,000, period.
that's what I said, 44, 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you just raised it 500. Okay.
No, we were, that was price was.
Okay.
Our council already approved that one.
On the first reading, yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Well, the question I had was, there used to be ordinances involving each one of these department heads. I don't know why it started, I think in Jaegers.
Yes.
We never had it prior to that, but the point of it is, we did have ordinances covering salaries for each department head. Bill said they disregarded those ordinances, so if the city attorney says we can do it, let's do it.
All right. So the building inspector's only making $8,500 less than the mayor, city manager combined.
he works a lot harder.
Oh, okay. Sure he does.
All right, moving right along. Anybody got anything else in reference to salaries? Ordinances in general, salaries?
No salaries, I don't.
All right, do you have anything else that you would like to bring up here?
Well, back, I know we're still working on this dog and cat ordinance. And I guess the only thing we're really working on is hiring a humane officer, right? And we don't know where it stands. This has been July the 29th when we approved this, and once again, now it's September the 29th, and nothing is, once again, is being done about anything.
We have, we put ads in the paper.
Well, nobody's hired.
We have had one applicant for the position.
Well, then hiring.
Good.
Roger Wolf.
Oh, that was wrong.
Please remember you're
I
on
guess
live video.
my bad thing on that is, that I know who the one that put his name is, and I went to the police department to do some kind of a background check, and that's where it stopped.
Well, that's the problem we have also with the city garage. You know, we need people down there, we have people come in and apply, they get an application, so bring it back and you go have a drug test and we'll put you to work, they never come back. I mean, You only do so much.
And I don't know why it's been stopped. I mean, I just don't know.
As long as this stuff's going on with this COVID-19 money coming from every direction, you're gonna have a hard time finding somebody to work. That's the bad part about it.
I think I said we just keep plugging away.
Well, they're not making no more money now. That unemployment stuff stopped, man. It's over with.
Well, they just extended again, another 13 weeks.
I'm not $600 a week.
No, not the bonuses, no, or the add-ons or whatever they were.
Right.
All right, back to the dog catcher. You said that bottom line is you're gonna take advantage into the dog catcher, but we have to purchase one so we can shove everything down the line, is that correct?
And we have that in the budget.
Okay, the point I'm trying to make is, dog catcher really ain't gonna have a vehicle until we buy the senior van, correct?
We can make do until we get a new one.
Okay. How much you think it's gonna take to renovate that van for the main officer?
Clean all the bum stuff out and put a cage between the front seats and the back and get whatever the containment cages you need for the animals. I mean, that's gonna be the same, no matter what kind of vehicle you get, you're gonna have the same expense
We can do it $3,000,
or less, yeah. I mean, a couple of cages and the barrier, I mean, definitely nothing in